All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Anuja Kumar. The headlines. New Delhi says India to continue its efforts through international forums to ensure that terrorist organizations and their leaders are brought to justice. International community welcomes UN Security Council declaring Jaish-e-Mohammad chief Masood Azhar a global terrorist. Election Commission gives clean chit to Prime Minister Narendra Modi in alleged violation of Model Code of Conduct during his Latur rally in Maharashtra. Central and state agencies fully geared to meet any eventuality arising out of cyclone Fani. And in IPL Cricket, Chennai Super Kings record a superb 80-run win over Delhi Capitals. India has said it will continue with its efforts through international forums to ensure that terrorist organizations and their leaders who cause harm to its citizens are brought to justice. Welcoming the United Nations decision to designate Jaish-e-Mohammad chief Masood Azhar as a global terrorist, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said the move is a step in the right direction to demonstrate the international community's resolve to fight against terrorism and its enablers. The spokesman said the decision is in accordance with New Delhi's position and in line with the information that India shared with the members of the 1267 Sanctions Committee of the UN regarding Azhar and Jaish-e-Mohammad's terror activities. In a huge diplomatic victory for India, the Sanctions Committee yesterday designated Azhar as a global terrorist after China lifted its hold on a proposal to ban him. India's ambassador and permanent representative to the UN, Syed Akbaruddin, said, "Big and small nations all joined together for this, and India is grateful to all for their support." In a video statement released soon after the UN decision, Mr. Akbaruddin described it as a significant outcome.
This is, for us, a significant outcome because we have been at it for several years. The first effort that we made in this regard was in 2009. More recently, we have been persistent, diligent, and in a subterranean manner making all our efforts towards this goal. Today, that goal stands achieved. I am grateful to the many countries who were supportive of this effort.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the UN's move is a big success for the people of India against terrorism. He said this during an election rally in Jaipur last evening.
मसूद अजहर को संयुक्त राष्ट्र द्वारा आतंकवादी घोषित करने पर आखिरकार विश्व में सहमति बनी, यह संतोष का विषय है। आतंकवाद के खिलाफ संघर्ष में और आतंकवाद को जड़ से उखाड़ने के लिए लंबे समय से भारत जो प्रयास कर रहा था, ये उसकी बहुत बड़ी सफलता है।
The international community has welcomed the decision and sought sustained action from Pakistan against terrorism emanating from its soil. The US State Department said the listing requires all UN member states to implement an asset freeze, a travel ban, and arms embargo against Azhar. The UK Foreign and Commonwealth Office termed it a positive development for the South Asian region. France said the move signals the successful realization of its efforts. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres expressed hope that all member states abide by the decisions of the Sanctions Committee that has subject Azhar to an arms embargo, asset freeze, and travel ban. France, the US and the UK had moved a fresh proposal to declare Azhar as a global terrorist at the UN in the wake of the Pulwama terror attack in which 40 CRPF personnel were killed in February. Jaish-e-Mohammad had claimed responsibility for the attack. China had put a technical hold on the proposal, blocking it for fourth time to designate Azhar. China has said it lifted its technical hold after it found no objection to the listing proposal by the US, UK and France. The Election Commission EC has given a clean chit to Prime Minister Narendra Modi over alleged violation of Model Code of Conduct by him in his election speech at Latur in Maharashtra. The Commission said the matter was examined in detail in accordance with the extant advisories, provisions of the Model Code of Conduct after receiving the report of State Chief Electoral Officer. The poll panel said it examined the complete transcript of the speech and it is of the view that there was no violation. The Commission has issued a show cause notice to Congress President Rahul Gandhi for his alleged remarks on the Prime Minister during his speech at Shahdol in Madhya Pradesh. It pointed out at a provision of the Model Code which bars unverified allegations to be levelled against political opponents. Mr. Gandhi has been given 48 hours to respond to the notice, failing which it will take action without further reference to him. The EC has also issued a show cause notice to Congress leader and Punjab Minister Navjot Singh Sidhu for his reported remarks against the Prime Minister during an election meeting in Ahmedabad. Sidhu has been asked to submit his reply by today evening. Earlier, the poll panel had banned the Congress leader from campaigning for 72 hours for controversial remarks made at a rally in Bihar. The poll panel has barred BJP leader Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur from campaigning for 72 hours for her recent remarks on former ATS chief Hemant Karkare and Babri Mosque demolition. The ban will be effective from 6 a.m. today. The Commission strongly condemned the remarks and warned her not to repeat the misconduct in future. Campaigning has gained momentum for the remaining 3 phases of Lok Sabha elections. Top leaders of various political parties are addressing rallies across the country. BJP President Amit Shah will address rallies at Rajgarh, Neemach and Sihor in Madhya Pradesh today. Congress President Rahul Gandhi will address public meetings at Simdega in Jharkhand and Jaipur in Rajasthan today. UPA Chairperson Sonia Gandhi and Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will campaign in Rai Bareli. BJP leader and Union Minister Mahesh Sharma will also address a rally in Rai Bareli. Union Minister and BJP in charge of UP, JP Nadda, will have meetings with party workers in Sultanpur and Amethi districts. Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav will hold public meetings in Pratapgarh and Lucknow.
News Services Division of All India Radio is broadcasting a special live program, Janadesh 2019, on the developments related to the General Elections 2019.
Tune in to the FM Gold channel of AIR from 4:05 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day till the announcement of results to listen to this special program.
For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. The central and state agencies are fully geared to meet any eventuality arising out of cyclone Fani. Defence forces are on high alert as Odisha braces for the cyclonic storm. The extremely severe cyclonic storm is likely to make landfall near Puri tomorrow, with wind speeds ranging up to 180 kilometers per hour. The storm is likely to impact coastal districts of Odisha, including Ganjam, Gajapati, Khurda, Puri and Jagatsinghpur, Kendrapada, Bhadrak, Jayajpur and Balasore. Under the influence of the cyclone, squally winds gusting up to 85 kilometers per hour are expected tonight along and off the North Andhra Pradesh coast. The Indian Coast Guard and the Navy have deployed ships and helicopters for relief and rescue operations. Army and Air Force units in the 3 states have also been put on standby. NDRF has deployed 28 teams in Odisha, 12 in Andhra Pradesh and 6 in West Bengal. Additionally, 32 teams have been kept on standby. Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik reviewed the preparedness. More from a correspondent.
Around 8 lakh people will be evacuated from vulnerable areas to safe places by today evening. Special Relief Commissioner Vishnu Prasad Sethi said 880 cyclone shelters in coastal and southern districts have been kept ready to accommodate the evacuees. 1 lakh dry food packets are being kept ready at different places. Leave of all doctors and health officials and police personnel have been cancelled. 74 trains have been cancelled under East Coast Railway Zone. Educational institutions have been asked to remain closed for 3 days from today. Sudhanshu Dada from Bhubaneswar.
India's second lunar mission, Chandrayaan-2, will be launched on a day between 9th and 16th July this year. In a release, the Indian Space Research Organization said Chandrayaan-2's lander will touch down near the moon's south pole on 6th of September. It will be launched using India's most powerful rocket, GSLV Mark III. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The scientific mission Chandrayaan-2 is unique in many ways. Its predecessor Chandrayaan-1, launched in October 2008, had no lander or rover. In contrast, Chandrayaan-2 will have not only an orbiter but also a lander that helps in soft landing and a six-wheeled solar-powered rover that will make on-site experiments. The data collected by the rover will be relayed first to the orbiter, from where it will reach the ground facilities. Chandrayaan-2 is set to propel the spacefaring nation India into a select league of nations by way of making studies on the lunar surface with the rover. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
In IPL Cricket, Chennai Super Kings recorded a superb 80-run win over Delhi Capitals at Chennai last night. Put into bat, the hosts posted 179 for 4, riding on Suresh Raina's 59 and an end-of-innings cameo from skipper MS Dhoni. Dhoni made an unbeaten 44 off just 22 balls, comprising 4 fours and 3 sixes. In reply, Delhi were bundled out for just 99 in 16.2 overs. South African spinner Imran Tahir bagged 4 wickets, while Ravindra Jadeja took 3. Dhoni was adjudged man of the match. Today, Mumbai Indians will take on Sunrisers Hyderabad at Mumbai at 8 in the evening. In badminton, Saina Nehwal has made a shock first-round exit from the New Zealand Open. Saina, seeded second, lost to unseeded Chinese Wang Ji 16-21, 23-21, 4-21 at Auckland yesterday. Anura Prabhudesai also bowed out in the opening round. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Saira Mujtaba.
Thank you, Anuja. Azhar's listing as global terrorist grabs the front page headline in all the dailies today. Global terror tag on Azhar as China lifts block at UN, writes the Asian Age, while the Hindu adds, reasons for the decision, however, do not mention the Pulwama attack. The Mail Today reports, Jaish chief hiding in Islamabad safe house. The Statesman, The Pioneer and all other dailies as well have covered the tragic report of security personnel getting killed in Naxal blast in Maharashtra. 15 corpses blown up as Maoists trigger IED on Gadchiroli Road, reports the Times of India. CGI appears before internal panel, probe go on without complainant, writes Hindustan Times, after the former Supreme Court staffer who has accused Chief Justice of India of sexual harassment walked out of the internal inquiry into the matter. This is the first time that a CGI has appeared before any panel dealing with sexual harassment. Revenue collections from the goods and services tax hit a record 1.13 lakh crore rupees in April 2019, reports The Hindu. In a big relief to commuters, the Jammu and Kashmir government has completely lifted the restrictions on civilian traffic movement on the National Highway 44, reports the Tribune under the headline, Baramulla civilian traffic ban lifted, restrictions to continue on Srinagar-Udhampur stretch. And finally, cash-strapped DD Kashir, a Jammu and Kashmir-specific TV channel of Prasar Bharati, has received a shot in the arm with the launch of the local language version of Kaun Banega Crorepati to win hearts and minds in the conflict-ridden state, writes The Hindu. And with that, it's back to you, Anuja.
Thank you, Saira. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. New Delhi says India to continue its efforts through international forums to ensure that terrorist organizations and their leaders are brought to justice. International community welcomes UN Security Council declaring Jaish-e-Mohammad chief Masood Azhar a global terrorist. Election Commission gives clean chit to Prime Minister Narendra Modi in alleged violation of Model Code of Conduct during his Latur rally in Maharashtra. Central and state agencies fully geared to meet any eventuality arising out of cyclone Fani. And in IPL Cricket, Chennai Super Kings record a superb 80-run win over Delhi Capitals. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.